So Shane, when it comes to maps, we can't put absolutely everything onto a map, can we?
No, definitely not. If you put everything onto a map, it's going to get too cluttered. You're not going to be able to read it. And
Yeah.
that's not what a map is for.
Okay, so what do we do in terms of how do we decide which information we put onto a map and which information we take it off? Can you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, okay. Well, the key word there, Fergal, is layers.
Okay.
So each map is going to be built up of lots of different layers, one on top of the other. Depending on what you want to put on that map, you can add or take away some of those layers to make it much simpler to read.
Okay. Can you show me a layer that would show where the water is in Jordan?
Okay, great. Very easily, actually.
Okay.
I can put this layer and drape it down on top of our outline of the country of Jordan.
What are these?
Okay, well you can see that Jordan doesn't have very much water in it,
Yeah.
right? That large green patch there, that's the Dead Sea.
Ah.
And this small patch down here,
Yeah.
that's the Gulf of Aqaba.
Aha. So that's where the water is. Can you show me where the towns are?
Great, I've got another layer for the towns. So we can drape that layer on top of this base map
Okay.
for Jordan.
So a layer is literally just another layer of information, and
Yeah.
we're just putting that on now.
It's another page of information that we can drop down on top of some kind of outline or base map.
Okay. How about a layer that would show us, say, the roads, how to get in between the towns and cities?
Okay, I've got one of those here too.
How convenient.
So we can drape this
Yeah.
layer of roads
Okay.
on top of the layer that already has towns, water bodies, and the outline of the country of Jordan.
Okay. Can you show me the country of Jordan with no water?
Okay, once more, fantastic, I can. So this is the beauty of layers. If I want to remove the water bodies from this map, I can very easily do that by just sliding that out and leaving the rest of the map as is. So now we've got a map that shows very simply where the towns and the roads are
With no water.
without the water bodies. That makes it easier to read, less cluttered if we want to make that map.
Let's put the water back in. And then, is there anything else this map needs?
There is a couple of vital tools that this map needs before we can use it as a map.
Okay.
Because that could be facing in any direction.
Yeah.
And I have no idea what the distance is on that map.
Okay.
So we need two elements.
Yeah.
The first thing is we need an arrow pointing where north is.
Okay.
From north we can tell where west, east and south are.
Gotcha.
And the other thing is a scale bar,
Right.
so that we know how to work out the distances between two towns, for example, or the width of the entire country.
Okay.
So I've got one more layer
Okay.
that represents that north arrow
Ah,
and that scale bar.
brilliant.
So now we've got our north arrow,
Yeah.
we've got our scale bar,
Yeah.
the various layers.
Yeah.
This is now a functioning map.
Okay, so I could use this map to know how to get from, say, Mujib on the Dead Sea down to Aqaba, and I could work out which direction to go in, and then also what sort of distance it's gonna take.
Exactly. But if something is getting in your way, you can take that layer
Yeah.
out and make it simpler and easier to read.
Okay, that's brilliant. Layers, so simple.
Mm-hmm.